Hey, so welcome to the After Town Hall breakout room organized by Goma Pool. I'm already sharing my screen, so the plan for today is to introduce a bit what is Goma, what did they do, where they come from, and how possibly they can articulate with other communities from Catalyst. So we have Martin on the call, and I'm going to pass him the floor to go over a bit what is Goma as a Catalyst community and in Cardano in overall.
Yeah, thank you, Lucas, for the speech. I'm going to talk a little about Goma, the Goma community. The Goma community is really fresh. I can say fresh in the Cardano ecosystem, and it's mostly made of young people. Young people, most of them are students in the Democratic Republic of Congo in Goma town. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. So what have you been doing? So actually, the Goma community has been holding some activity on a weekly basis. Since maybe 2021, and we are working on some projects funded in Project Catalyst, and the one actually is Mtizano NF3, on which we are working currently. It's a project funded in Fund 9 of Project Catalyst. Apart from that, we have a functioning stake pool. We have a stake pool that is really well operating and meeting blocks. And the stake pool has been pursuing some missions like supporting conservation efforts within the National Park of Virunga, but also promoting the ecotourism around Goma, some places to visit. And thanks to our delegators, we are being able to fund some training for the French community developers, thanks to our delegators, and that's since 2021. Yeah, so I have some slides. Can I share my screen, please?
I'm not sure if I can change your permissions to do that, but let me just stop sharing mine, because I had to ask on the main room to be able to share screen.
Let me. Okay, can I try now?
Yeah, of course you can always try. No, that's the thing. If you look at the, oh, there we go.
Yeah,
something is coming up. There we go. Great.
Okay, let me try to enlarge it. So do I do it here and then present? Presente. So good. As I've been saying, this is Goma stake pool. These slides are particularly about Goma stake pool.
We don't have a sound though.
So how do I manage this?
When you need to stop sharing and start sharing again, but when you share again, there's a check mark that you need to enable before you're sharing your screen. On the window that shows up, you need to enable sharing sound when you're sharing your screen again. Got it? So for now, first thing is stop sharing your screen.
I think now it can be okay. Let me try
Mhm.
now. African Learning Institutions
Yeah,
Tech
it's good.
Pools.
Now you
I'm
may
going to
want
share the
to rewind
description
it
of
to
the
the beginning.
proposal in the subscription of this video so you can check it. The proposal aimed to engage in education institutions in Africa, in DRC and in Ivory Coast to onboard thousands of learners using Tech Pool as a learning and a business tool, an opportunity to these countries' youth to access to this amazing Cardano blockchain. In DRC, ISDR Grand Lac has been selected to host this tech pool. The project has been successfully funded and implemented. Goma's tech pool is the proof actually. You can find some steps in previous videos we produced, several videos we made in the past showing how things was going on. Actually, learners are learning more about Cardano and I am one of them, and I've been excited to discover this impactful community and changing the world together.
Bonjour, je suis Kakule Muvunga Baudouin, l'un des apprenants des Tech Pool Goma. J'ai joint l'équipe il y a quelques mois, je dirais 3 mois, et depuis que je suis dans l'équipe, nous organisons plusieurs activités que je vais expliquer maintenant. Des activités et projets organisés pour promouvoir Cardano. Nous organisons des rencontres régulières physiques au WADA Hub depuis octobre 2020 pour promouvoir la blockchain Cardano. Et les sommets de Cardano que nous avons accueillis en 2021 continuent d'avoir un impact positif dans ce sens. Nous avons des développeurs et professionnels techniques. Et dans le cadre de notre apprentissage de Bluetooth, nous avons choisi l'approche basée sur le projet qui est celui de Jimba Labs. Merci.
The Tech Pool server and materials are running on solar panels, which is good for the environment, and the professionals are monitoring this 24 hours every day to make sure we offer a high level of performance. The mission of the Tech Pool is to support ecotourism and conservation efforts within the National Park of Virunga. Challenges are still to overcome with English, as the language is not frequently spoken in GRC, and this is preventing some learners to join the community. The energy security and internet availability are affecting even the stake pool. Help growing Goma pool by staking with us or donating ADA. Thank you. So what Goma stake pool is bringing? We have a strong pledge, and the pledge is raised by ISDR Grand Lac, and is vowed to increase over time in order to give you the best backing to achieving rewards. We also have reliable relays, and our relays are spread on the African continent as standalone servers in North of America and on the cloud. And regarding rewards notices, delegators are kept informed about the rewards as they are shared and the expected returns to their delegations. So yeah, as it's been said in the video, though the Goma stake pool, you support conservation efforts within the Virunga National Park, which is the oldest in Africa and a home to several endangered species. Apart from that, we promote ecotourism in places around Goma. You can visit gorillas, you can visit the lava lake on the volcano Nyiragongo. Also, you can visit places like Chagera Eastland or Idri. Yeah, the Goma Stake Pool got to tie some partnerships with ISDR Grand Lac. This is a university in Eastern Congo, in Goma, and this is our physical host, our physical server, and some activities are hosted at this university. We also have WADA. WADA is an international organization with local footprints. WADA equips our developers and entrepreneurs with educational materials and hard tools, large computers, and other office equipments. We also have Climate Network Cardano. This is an alliance of Cardano stake pools committed to use 100% of renewable energy for the operation of their stake pool servers. So yeah, some updates about the Goma pool. So our pool is not only giving rewards for minting blocks, we also have some other guaranteed advantages for our delegators, such as CNC ALA tokens and Kemiland passes. A reduction on Kemiland passes of about 15%. So as I said, this is Mtidano. Mtidano is a Fund 9 project. We are working on this. It has been funded. We are going to plant some kind of 10,000 trees in places with high risk of erosion around Goma in the region of Masisi. So we have been actually here. Welcome to this video. I'm Martin MUSAGARA from Goma Pool. Today we came in the case of our project Mtidano NF3 to visit how the activities about implementing our nursery are going on. As you can see, the team came and they are trying to do something. They are changing pockets to keep up enlarging our nursery. In coming days, we're going to have plants ready to be transplanted and to keep up unfolding the steps of our project. Mtidano NFT for erosion control. So the last video was about some kinds of project we do with CNC. They are working in the reforestation in Madagascar. So if there may be some questions, if they are there, it will be a pleasure to answer them.
Okay, great. Well, I know what you do mostly. I don't have any specific questions, to be honest. I'm not sure. I think for today, maybe we can just publish the presentation you did, and I'm just going to share my screen. So I was adding here our next session. You mean to do sessions every first Wednesday of each month, correct?
You
So
say?
is this the date for the next Goma after town hall room?
Yeah, it's each first Wednesday of the month.
Okay. So I'm not sure if, since we don't have participants today, maybe we can leave my presentation for next time, because I was planning to do it very interactive. So really see what people are. So the Goma members and any people that want to come and get to know you, maybe we could have sort of like almost not an interview, but people to say what they are doing in Cardano, what they are trying to do, and then we could try to find solutions or orient people that are joining Goma. So I think I'm going to leave this for next time, because Martin and Boaz are very well integrated already into Cardano. I just wanted to refer here. I have this initiative, Cardano for Non-Techs. It's running sessions every Wednesday at 12 hours UTC. So it's an open room where we can come and clarify any questions about wallets. And I'm also trying to put together this team called 45B. We have just a placeholder page at 45b.io. And so this is what I'm trying to contribute to Goma in participating like I'm doing today. So the main invitation is to come back on the 5th of April. But just to give you a teaser about what we're going to cover, basically, I can go both sides. So this Miro board where I am is the Cardano for Non-Text board. So on the Cardano for Non-Text initiative, we usually go through diverse content in Cardano. So we try to mature ideation, research, and then doing live demos. So this is what we're doing on our Wednesday sessions. Now I'm trying to reinvent the initiative a bit, but so there's a lot of history here of what we've been doing before. So this is the non-technical introduction to wallets and everything. We also have spin-offs to Portuguese and Spanish. But on the other hand, if you have people from the Goma side that are curious to learn a bit more and get oriented on how they should come, why they should come and build on Cardano, I'm available as well to take them through this. So getting to know a bit about, this you're familiar with, like UTXO, but if you have newcomers that are starting to develop, I'm happy to, not present just on one-way communication, but ideally, if they come to the call, we can discuss a bit what their understanding is, if they have any questions about what's happening here, for example, what is this, what is, how are things working in transactions, and also why, zooming out again in terms of why they should come build on Cardano. Maybe we can talk a bit about smart contracts here in terms of the basics to as working gears for blockchain solutions, and then a bit of what is already being done in Cardano and what impact they can find, for example, whatever sector of activity they come from, or industry, let's say, they are possibly going to find that blockchain is going to be able to impact it. So this is actually one of the selling points of 45B, is that for all the Web3 organizations, all the not even web companies and enterprises, if they're working in all these sectors, we have in 45B the ability to try to find solutions for them and mediate projects, and ideally route them to many players in the Cardano ecosystem that are going to be able to develop these solutions for them. So I'm not sure exactly how this aligns with Goma, but it's a discussion that if you have any questions or remarks around this on today's call, I'm happy to discuss a bit. For now, you're mostly on the stake pool side, right? And training. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So what you see here, for example, has to do with digital identity solutions. Here we're seeing, actually I need to put in a reference of the project where I got this screen from, but it has to do with real live events and pieces of data, let's say, that need to be encoded and recorded on the blockchain. And then if we find the right partners to record them and to verify those facts, this is how we find solutions for these types of industries. So eventually, I'm not sure how immediately you could use the blockchain as a database, let's say, for your solutions. But, for example, in Ethiopia, they're doing it for educational records. Obviously, you're not going to go tomorrow and sell it to the Ministry of Education in your country, but it's just an example of how things can become impacting. So if you start networking and finding opportunities, you may find anything of this sort. But for now, we just need to explore a bit. Boaz? You're on, I cannot hear you. So, although you're not on mute, but we don't have sound for you for some reason.
You are now sounding, boss. not sounding.
I'm sorry.
Now you
I
got.
think
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I was talking about using the blockchain in our country. What we are doing nowadays, it's creating that because we're more than two developers,
Mhm.
one web developer, one front-end developer, and a smart contract developer. Now we are creating DApp so that we may be able to use blockchain here in our DRC country.
Okay.
It's
And what
like
kind of
DRC
app
here.
are you developing? What is the app going to do?
Some of them were funded by Project Catalyst. We have one is called Shiriki DRC, Shiriki
Mhm.
RDC. It's online right now. Our
Okay.
project was called Mobilize Grassroots. We tried to develop some
Do you have a link for this?
there. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll share it in the chart.
Mhm.
Apart from that application, we have developed another. We are developing another one, which is Genial. The link you'll go through and learn more.
Mhm.
Apart from that, we have Cardap. It's from Ghana. They have provided it to us so that we may put some skills according to the blockchain.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. But I was expecting the links. If you could, maybe I can share it on screen and everything, just to take a look at the app. So this one is called Mobilize, and what was the name of the other one?
Sorry?
You said that you have one that's live now, and that there's another thing that you're working on.
Yeah, genealogy. It's not available online right now.
Okay.
Only Mobilize.
Okay. So if you have a link for Mobilize, let's take a look at it. Standing by. Can you drop it in the chat then?
You can continue. I'm trying to look.
Sorry?
You can continue. Sorry for my devices. I'm looking for the link. You can continue with other things, please.
Okay. So I'm surprised. Is it not referred in your website?
We'll
Mhm.
work on it.
Okay. You need to fix this part here as well. Good. Because your website is looking really good, and I was really surprised about how much you're articulating with local entities, even the tours and everything. It's amazing because those things align a lot with what we call maybe not what we call real fi, but it has to do a bit with people day to day in existing services coming in contact with Cardano. So even if they're just tourists and they realize that you guys are so engaged in this, it helps to share a bit the strengths of Cardano. So yeah, in terms of my presentation, I think I've shown you a bit of myself. I'm not going to go too much into detail, maybe just before I close this one here. This is the type of concepts that I've also presented in Cardano for Non-Techs. And if you have learners, first-time people that are joining Cardano, they want to talk a bit about proof of stake, proof of work, or how the wallets work, how from one coming here. From one seed phrase, you may have several accounts, and then from one account you can have several addresses. So this is the kind of stuff that we go over. And I don't think I have much more for today. Oh, actually I do. Just one of the things that Boaz had challenged me to present today was about the different wallets in Cardano. So I was also prepared to do that. I usually run these on pre-production because it's just play money, and we can demonstrate those on the next session on the 5th of April if you have more learners coming over. Okay. So I'm just going to close this for now and actually open up the link that Boaz shared on the chat, which is for, cannot really read it. I need a moment to take a look at it. Shirikir. Is that it?
Yeah, it sounds like that. Shiriki RDC.
Okay, Shiriki. Okay. So
Swahili
Swahili.
mixed to French.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Swahili is a native local language here, and the application is in French because we're from a French community.
Okay. I was going to ask you, maybe before we close the recording, you can say a few words to invite any French-speaking members of the community that want to join us next time. I really think that since, like I mentioned to Boaz, since you're native speaking French, it would be great to have people from the French side, from France or from other communities interacting with you guys. But you guys just need to take this video, for example, and try to promote it, send it to those types of other communities. And overall, in Cardano, in Catalyst, or in the Discord communities that we know so well, can drop the video there and try to invite people to come over and meet us on the next session we do. The website doesn't seem to be loading though. Are you sure it's up?
Yeah, on my site.
Maybe if you want to share your screen. From my side, it's not loading. Do you have it? Can you share your screen then?
Let me share.
Okay.
Here's the app. Can you see something?
Yeah. Great. Mobilize.
Mobilize.
So maybe, do you want to present it in English then, so people who are watching us in English can take a look, can understand what it does? And
yeah, this is an application that allows people to collect funds for some event organization, and it depends on you what you are wanting to do. It can help government, political party, I don't know how it calls, and such events. You are far and you would like to sustain an event, you have to use this app, and your organization can use the same application. Here you can go through organization, but like Lucha here in DR Congo, I don't know, like a government platform that is looking for funds for orphans, for example, or I don't know, for organizing elections, such things. Here you can find some events willingly, past events, and upcoming events. Here you can find them through this place and some blogs if they exist. The application has to be updated because there are some small information that's miss. Yeah, there
Okay.
are. Thank you.
So is it really, when I see the connect button on the top right, is that going to be using a Cardano wallet?
Yeah, of course, here. If you want to use it and to fund some event, you have to use a Cardano wallet so that you may sustain some organization to go through. For example, try. Let me try to see. I think also I have to learn a bit so that I may be able to go through how.
But could you click the button on the top right where it says Se connecter?
Okay. Let me try.
Okay. So in this
Great.
case, it's still the username and password, or email and password. Okay.
Yeah, that I don't hear. I don't know if I try what will be there.
I think that's okay. We'll not see probably much more if you log in. I was just curious if it was going to use the wallet or a standard thing.
Yeah, it requires many things so that we may reach
Okay.
where they ask for the wallet. But I think Eternal, Nami, and Euro are really available for sustaining actions here. Yeah.
Okay. Great stuff. So
Thank you.
anything else for today? Do you want to show anything else, or maybe just leave an invitation in French for people to join next time? And I think that would be it for today, right?
Yeah, that's all for today. Voilà, merci beaucoup pour la session. C'était la salle de français dans Catalyst. Nous voudrions prochainement que la communauté française puisse nous joindre de partout dans le monde pour écouter de quoi est-ce qu'il s'agit de Goma, Goma Pool, tout ce que nous faisons comme activité pour soutenir la communauté des Cardano et éparpiller ces informations et évangéliser partout au monde, surtout dans la communauté française avec nos activités. Merci beaucoup d'avoir été là, Monsieur Martin, Monsieur Lucas, et bienvenue aux autres à la prochaine occasion. Merci beaucoup.
That's great. Super. Bye-bye.